I'm going to get a little serious about Phil for a second. I mean, he's done some real shit things and he deserves the ire that's towards him. I think he needs to see, as a person who, trust me, I have my own issues, I think he needs to really seek psychiatric help because he's a creature of habit. And I don't think this is good for him. He can't handle what's dished to him. But he's in this vicious cycle.
Trump! That's you.
I mean, the reality of it is that even his dense, quote unquote, I mean, we all knew it was the worst kept secret ever. He used to be in such denial about his WWE addiction, but we knew. And then he finally admitted to it. And there were people that were very angry. They call him Pig Roach for a reason because you can't squash him. But at least from me watching Phil, this is the lowest point I've seen him at. I mean, think about it, man. I have, what, like 64,000, not even, subs here? And I still get 450 to 600 people to watch, realistically. But he has 215,000 subs. And it should be more than that. I really do think once he admitted to the WWE thing, even like die-hard dents were like, dude, you made me feel bad for you, but that you were going to be able to get like groceries the next day. He doesn't enjoy what he's doing. And you combine it with the fact that I genuinely do think people were like, nah, Phil, once you made me feel guilty and made me feel like I had to support you, but you were using the money on something that it's not even like something he could sell and make some return on it to pay bills. It's just, he just threw the money into the ether. People were like, nah, man, I'm good. And this may be, he may not let it go because he's Phil, but this may be the final arc with DSP Gaming. Another thing is he kind of lives in his own fantasy world. Like, he goes and says, I'm not talking about Kino Casino because I'm not getting into drama. And everyone's like, no, Phil, you want to kiss their ass. And he says, oh, people say I want to kiss their ass and they want us to fight. And then he literally goes and starts gifting subs and staying there the entire night till early in the morning and kissing their ass. And like, Phil, like, you realize everything you do on the internet is documented, right? Just because you say something doesn't mean it's true. What's true is what we see. Like, you could deny something all you want to. You could say that it's not the way it is all you want to. But when you're on camera doing it, or someone's seeing you in a chat doing it, like, come on, dude. Like, he lives in a fantasy world. And that's what I mean. Like, he's mentally very unwell.
Fuck you, shut the fuck up and be stupid and don't talk. And don't breed either, because you're dumb and your kids will be dumb. Sick of it.
You shut the fuck, don't you fucking tell me to my face to shut the fuck up.
He's like, Kino Casino was the first people that had me on to it just treated me like a human being. I'm like, well, one, they really didn't. They were being patronizing dicks to you. But he was so desperate for a friend. Like, you could tell, I don't care he's married, man. I know plenty of people that are married that are very lonely. He's a lonely guy. He's a lonely, isolated dude. And just the chance that someone just, like, wanted to be his friend. And he wanted the clout and people to watch his show, too. Duh, no shit. But he just, like, clung on to that. And that's like, dude, you're 40-something and you're still acting like you're an insecure 16-year-old looking for friends in high school, bro. It's bizarre. And it's really it's not funny. It's kind of depressing. He's definitely on the spectrum. So he's also a narcissist. He's a narcissist. He's very insecure, which most narcissists are. Kind of goes hand in hand. And he is on the spectrum. So he doesn't, allegedly, I have to say, I'm not a doctor. I can't diagnose him. But when you look at, even down to the fact that he walks on his tippy toes, that's a sign of autism. I'm not being funny. I'm not saying it to demean him. And then you combine it with the fact that he has a huge ego and he's very insecure. It's like this perfect storm of a Truman Show. You know, I don't like Phil. He does genuinely need help. And his wife, I'm going to say something else too. Look, he's put his nose in my 2 cents with parenting and shit. I think that's why his wife put on weight. Imagine living with a guy this deluded every day, and that's your husband. You look for escapes. He declared himself, like that alone, he declared himself king. The fact that he can't see that he was being used by Keno Casino, like he's like a 40-something-year-old child. And just to see the despotism that he clung on with Keno Casino, it's like, dude, they're fucking, and they're literally like, and again, it's not us speculating. They threw him under the bus live. Oh, they're just joking with me, or they're razzing me. Phil, if it's razzing in one direction, it's called mocking you. Or not even, like, they're just criticizing you and you know, doing what other people do. They're not friends with you, Phil. And you're sitting there at like 4 a.m, probably on a gin binge, gifting subs to try to please them. It's weird and sad. It's weird and sad. There's no other way I could word it. I really think too, his life would improve if he got off the internet. Yeah, it's fascinating to tune into Phil. Hell, there's a lot of times I tune into Phil even when I'm not streaming because his insanity does fascinate me. But I would move on.
You sure about that?
I'd be A-okay. I'm a pretty creative guy, you know?
Ooh, yeah.
But will he? No. He will stream if he will stream for a living, barely, if it even is a living, if 30 people watch him.